Have you ever felt like a supporting actor in the movie of your own life? You give, you care, you listen, you show up, but in return, you get silence. A quiet so loud it feels like a rejection. It's a heavy, draining feeling, and it can make you question your own worth. But I want you to know, you are not alone in this. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the hard truth. We'll uncover the undeniable signs that you are merely an option to someone, not a priority. The great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We often suffer more in our imagination than in reality, but sometimes the reality is that we are being undervalued and, frankly, used. It's time to fix this." By the end of this video, you will have the clarity and the tools to reclaim your value and your peace of mind. The first and most obvious sign is the silent phone, the burden of initiation. Ask yourself this very simple but very powerful question. If you stop texting today, would the conversation end forever? Think about it. In a healthy, balanced bond, energy flows both ways. It's a dance, a give and take. If you find you're always the one reaching out, always the one making plans, always the one breaking the silence, then you're not in a partnership. You're rowing the boat completely alone. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught us to focus only on what we can control. You cannot control their effort, their interest, or their willingness to invest in you, but you can absolutely control where you spend your precious energy. Stop watering a dead plant. Your effort is a resource, and it's time you invested it where it will actually grow. The second sign is becoming someone's emotional dumping ground. They call you when they have a problem. They vent for hours, offloading all their stress, their drama, their anxieties onto you. And you listen, you offer advice, you support them because you're a kind and compassionate person. But the moment you need to talk, the moment you have a bad day or need a shoulder to lean on, they're suddenly busy. They're too tired. They have to go. This isn't friendship. It's emotional exploitation. You've become a free therapy service, not an equal. As the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Do not waste the rest of your life worrying about others, unless it affects the common good. Your emotional well-being is part of that common good. Protect your peace. It is your most valuable asset." The third sign is the one-sided flexibility. Your schedule is always the one that has to bend. They cancel plans at the last minute, but if you need to reschedule, it becomes a huge issue. Your time, it seems, is less valuable than theirs. They expect you to be available whenever it's convenient for them, with little to no regard for your own commitments or needs. This is a massive red flag. It shows a fundamental lack of respect. Remember, your time is your life. It's the one thing you can never get back. Someone who truly values you will respect your time as much as they respect their own. They will make an effort to meet you halfway. If they don't, they're sending a clear message. You are a backup plan, a placeholder for when nothing better comes along. Don't allow anyone to treat your life like a waiting room. The fourth sign, and this one really hurts, is when you are hidden from their life. They know your friends, your family, your favorite coffee shop, but their world, it's a closed book. You haven't met their close friends. You're not invited to important events. Your presence in their life is compartmentalized, kept separate from everything else they value. When someone is proud to have you in their life, they want to show you off. They want to integrate you into their world. If you feel like a secret, it's probably because you are. You're a convenience, not a commitment. True connection thrives in the light, not in the shadows. Don't settle for being someone's part-time person. You deserve to be a full-time priority. So, what do? You've recognized the signs. Now it's time for action. First, you must accept the truth without making excuses for them. They are not just busy. They are not bad at texting. They are showing you, through their actions, exactly how much they value you. Believe them. The second step is to create distance. This doesn't have to be a dramatic confrontation. Simply pull back your energy. Stop initiating. Stop being so readily available. Match their effort. This isn't about playing games. It's about protecting yourself and seeing what happens. If they step up, great. If they don't, you have your answer. Finally, and most importantly, reinvest that energy back into yourself. Rediscover your hobbies. Spend time with people who do value you. As Seneca advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. Your life is your own masterpiece. Stop letting someone else paint you into a corner. You are the main character, the director, and the star of your own show. It's time you started acting like it. When was the last time this person asked you a meaningful question? I don't mean a quick "what's up?" I mean a real question. Did they ask you about your passions, what you're working towards, or what's been keeping you up at night? Did they ask about that project at work you were stressed about, or how your family is doing? The great philosopher Aristotle once said that true friendship is a soul dwelling into bodies. It's a beautiful thought, isn't it? But how can two souls dwell together if one never bothers to look inside the other's home? If they never ask about your inner world, your dreams, your struggles, your day-to-day life, then their connection isn't with you as a person. It's not about your soul. It's about what you can do for them. Their interest is tied to your utility, not your humanity. A real friend is curious about the chapters of your life's story, not just the part where you play a role in theirs. When the questions stop, it's often because the genuine care has faded, or perhaps was never even there to begin with. Now, let's move on to the fourth signal, which is a lot more insidious, the guilt trap. This is a classic move of subtle manipulation, and it's incredibly effective because it preys on your good nature. Here's how it plays out. You finally build up the courage to set a boundary. You say no. Maybe you can't lend them money again. You don't have the energy to go out. Or you can't drop everything to help them with a non-emergency. Instead of respecting your decision, they turn it around. They make you feel like you're the bad guy. You'll hear phrases like, "I thought you were my friend," or "after all I've done for you," or the classic, "If you really cared about me, you would do this." Suddenly, you're on the defensive, feeling guilty and selfish for simply protecting your own resources, time, or mental health. This is a red flag waving in a hurricane. They are consciously or unconsciously using your kindness and your sense of obligation against you. They are punishing you for having boundaries. True friends might be disappointed, and they can express that, but they won't try to manipulate your emotions to get their way. They respect your no as much as they appreciate your yes. Remember this, your boundaries are not personal insults to others. They are walls of self-respect that protect your dignity and well-being. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for building them. This brings us to signal number 5, the fair weather companion. This one is probably the most cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. It's painfully true. It's easy to have friends when the sun is shining, when you've got a promotion, when you're feeling on top of the world, when you're the one buying the next round of drinks. People will flock to you. The laughter is loud, the parties are fun, and everything feels great. But the real test of friendship isn't in the sunshine, it's in the storm. Where are these people when life knocks you down? When you lose your job and your confidence is shattered? When you're sick and can't even get out of bed? When you're going through a painful breakup and just need someone to sit with you in silence? The renowned psychologist Carl Jung talked about the shadow self, the parts of ourselves that we hide. Well, hard times reveal the shadow of a relationship. They show you what's really there. When the superficial fun is stripped away, if your so-called friend vanishes the moment a cloud appears in your sky, if their phone suddenly stops working when you need support instead of a party, then they were never truly there for you. They were there for the good times that you provided. A true friend brings an umbrella in the rain. A fake friend only shows up for the picnic. And finally, let's talk about the 6th signal, a consistent pattern of broken promises. Words are easy. Promises are easy, but follow through. That requires respect and effort. Think about it. This person says they'll be there to help you move, but they cancel at the last minute with a flimsy excuse. They promise to call you back, but your phone stays silent. They swear they'll change that hurtful behavior you talked about, but within a week, it's like the conversation never happened. The issue isn't a single, isolated incident everyone messes up sometimes. The issue is the pattern. When someone repeatedly fails to honor their word to you, it sends a very clear message about your place in their priorities. In the philosophy of Stoicism, there's a powerful idea: character is destiny. A person's actions reveal their true character. If their words are consistently empty, it's because their respect for you is empty, too. They don't value you enough to honor their commitments. So, stop listening to the beautiful promises they make. Stop holding on to the hope that this time will be different. Instead, just watch what they do. Actions don't just speak louder than words, they speak the truth. And you deserve friendships built on a foundation of truth and mutual respect, not empty words and broken promises. Thank you so much for joining me today for this important discussion. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward building a circle of friends who genuinely support and uplift you. Have you ever been in a relationship where something just feels off? You can't quite put your finger on it, but the red flags are there, waving subtly in the background. It's easy to ignore them, especially when you care about someone. But these signals are your heart's way of telling you to pay attention. Today, we're diving deep into the 7 silent signals that you might be in the wrong relationship. Recognizing these isn't about blaming anyone. It's about honoring yourself and your needs. If you've ever felt confused or drained by a connection, this video is for you. Let's get started. The first signal is a big one. You feel like you have to walk on eggshells. You constantly edit yourself, choosing your words carefully to avoid upsetting them or triggering a negative reaction. A healthy relationship should be your safe space, a place where you can be your most authentic, unfiltered self. If you're always policing your thoughts and feelings, it's a sign that the emotional safety is gone. You're not in a partnership, you're in a performance. And that, my friend, is exhausting. True connection thrives on openness, not on fear of saying the wrong thing. Signal number 2. Your wins are met with silence or subtle competition. You get a promotion, finish a personal project, or just have a really great day, and you're excited to share it. But their reaction is lukewarm. Maybe they change the subject, or worse, they immediately one-up you with their own achievement. In a supportive partnership, your success is their success. They should be your biggest cheerleader, celebrating with you, not dimming your shine. If your joy makes them feel insecure or competitive, it's a clear sign that you're not on the same team. You deserve someone who claps for you and claps loudly. Now for the third signal. They only reach out when they need something. Think about it. When does your phone buzz with their name? Is it when they're bored, lonely, or need a favor? Or do they check in just to see how you are? To share a funny meme? Or to make plans? A one-sided relationship is like a seesaw with only one person on it. It doesn't work. You'll find yourself giving and giving, pouring your energy, time, and support into them. But when you're the one in need, they're nowhere to be found. Love is a two-way street, not a convenience store that's only open when they feel like shopping. Signal number 4 is subtle but powerful. You start to doubt yourself. Before them, you were confident, you trusted your judgment, but now, you find yourself second-guessing everything. This often happens through a process called gaslighting, where they subtly make you question your own reality, your memory, or your perceptions. They might say things like you're being too sensitive, that never happened, or you're overreacting. Over time, this erodes your self-esteem and makes you dependent on their version of reality. A healthy partner builds you up. They don't systematically tear down your confidence until you feel like you can't trust your own mind. Moving on to signal number 5. Your boundaries are constantly being tested or ignored. You say you need a night to yourself, and they show up anyway. You say a certain topic is off limits, and they keep bringing it up, maybe disguised as a joke. Boundaries are not walls. They are the guidelines we set to keep our relationships healthy and respectful. Someone who truly cares for you will respect your no without needing a 20-page explanation. If they are constantly pushing, probing, and crossing your lines, they are not respecting you. They are showing you that their wants are more important than your needs. Signal number 6 is when the future feels foggy, and not in a good way. When you try to talk about the future, whether it's next month as vacation or your 5-year plan, they get evasive. They change the subject, give vague answers, or make it clear they're not interested in planning with you. While not every relationship has to lead to marriage, a partner who is serious about you will be excited to build a future together, no matter what that looks like. If they consistently refuse to talk about what's next, it's often because they don't see you in their future. You deserve someone who is excited to walk into tomorrow with you, not someone who keeps you stuck in today. And finally, the 7th and most important signal, you just feel drained. This is about your intuition. After you spend time with them, how do you really feel? Do you leave feeling energized, happy, and full? Or do you leave feeling exhausted, small, and emotionally depleted? Your body often knows the truth long before your mind is ready to accept it. That feeling of being drained is your energy telling you that this connection is costing you more than it is giving you. If being with them consistently makes you feel smaller, emptier, or less like yourself, it's a powerful sign that it's time to walk away. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to feel full. Life is simply too short for halfway connections and for people who make you feel like you're very hard to love. Value yourself enough to let go of those who do not and cannot value you. It's not about being harsh. It's about being honest with yourself. If this message woke something up inside you, please like this video and subscribe for more content that helps you live your best life. Share this with a friend who needs to hear it today. And always remember, you are the main character of your story. It's time to start acting like it. Thanks for watching.